he has been pushed to the brink by his father. And because of that, you have seen this incredible attention to detail. And he's brought out the best in his son.
The Japanese culture is a very humble culture, but do not mistake humble for weak. Do not mistake kindness for the lack of ferocity. This guy is a beast.
Where timing and instinct separate the kings from the forgotten. One man emerged from the silence, not with words, but with precision, with cold focus, with punches that cut through the noise. He doesn't boast. He doesn't seek the spotlight. But every time he steps into the ring, the world watches. Because they know something rare is about to happen. Born in Zama, raised in discipline, crafted in shadows, sharpened by hunger. Naoya Inoue is not a boxer. He's a blade, and he cuts through everything in his path. They call him the monster, but monsters aren't born. They're made. And this one was forged in Japan. And the legends are undeniable. Early life. Naoya Inoue was born in Zama, Kanagawa, Japan on April 10, 1993. The son of a former amateur boxer, he was raised in an environment where discipline came before comfort. His father, Shingo, instilled strict routines and early exposure to the art of boxing. As a child, Naoya showed more focus than fun. Birthday parties felt like training slows. School recess meant jumping rope and shadow boxing. His younger brother, Takuma, became his sparring partner, friend, and rival all at once. They would practice for hours, pushing each other to be stronger. While other kids collected toys, Naoya tracked statistics. His first punch captured on camera when he was 5. By middle school, he was participating in regional tournaments with an intensity rare for his age. Every defeat became a lesson. Every win barely a start. He was building something, and that something would change the sport. How he started boxing. Naoya's amateur record reads like legend. 75 wins, just 6 losses. But those numbers only tell part of the story. What defined him was the way he fought. Precision, control, violence under restraint. He didn't rely on knockout power early. He relied on timing and mental composure. By the time he turned 17, scouts were already calling his camp. International tournaments took notice. And by 2012, after dominating the amateur scene, he made the leap to the pros. Most fighters cruise their first few pro fights. Not Inoue. He faced a former world title contender in Fight 4 and won. By Fight 6, he was already a world champion. Unheard of, untouchable, undeniable. Career achievements. Naoya became a 4-division world champion. He conquered light flyweight, super flyweight, bantamweight, and super bantamweight. He unified belts, avoided decisions, ended fights with brutal knockouts. His 2019 fight with Nonito Donaire became the stuff of legend. Injured, nearly blind in one eye, he pressed forward every second of 12 rounds and won. Many would have quit, but Inoue didn't even pause. Later, he avenged the same opponent in 2 rounds flat. He defended titles repeatedly, unifying the bantamweight division against dominant opponents. His footwork is elite, his timing surgical. His power? What many call supernatural in lower weight classes. Various sponsorships. In Japan, every brand wants the monster's face. From Mizuno boxing gear to sports drinks and tech apparel, Naoya signed deals across industries. Key, He never sold out. Brands matched his values: serious, clean, focused. Later, international sponsorships came too. Companies recognized global interest. His fight nights were watched on multiple continents. Every knockdown sparks interest worldwide. But unlike flashy names, Inoue doesn't get caught in PR dramas. He's disciplined, professional, quiet, and dignified. His family, Naoya's brother, Takuma, followed him into the pros. Trained side by side, pushed each other hard. Their father, Shingo, walks the line between trainer and patriarch. He still arrives early to practices, still critiques form, still cares. Naoya married young, has a daughter. He rarely speaks about them publicly. They remain his refuge away from lights and cameras. In interviews, he describes them as anchors, grounds him, reminds him what's real outside of gloves and belts. Television. In Japan, Naoya is more than a boxer. He's a national symbol. Major television networks feature him in special programs. Documentaries examine his training style. Talk show hosts ask about his mindset. But in those appearances, his demeanor never changes. Polite, composed, humble. When he walks to the ring, the atmosphere shifts. The world stops. Lights dim. The silence is heavy. Then the slap of gloves. The interviews are quiet, measured, respectful. He doesn't chase applause. He commands it. Modest. Despite millions in the bank, Naoya's life feels modest. He trains in a basic gym, warms up in same sneakers he's had for years, drives an ordinary car, eats home-cooked meals. He doesn't post flashy vacations, rarely posts at all. He doesn't embrace the influencer lifestyle. He lets his performance do the talking. In a world of loud personalities, Inoue whispers, and punches, his net worth, Naoya's net worth is estimated between $5 and $8 million. Major unification fights, sponsorships, broadcast rights, they all contribute. Yet he lives simply, invests wisely, avoids excess. He started advising younger fighters on financial discipline. Money isn't his driver. Legacy is, and he wants it to last. Naoya Inoue didn't just rise. He took over. One division at a time. One knockout at a time. He didn't roar. He whispered, and the boxing world listened. He stood across champions and made them look ordinary. He stepped into enemy territory and walked out untouched. He made brutality look like art. But even now, even after the belts, the records, the fear in every opponent's eyes, he stays humble, stays focused, and keeps moving forward. His story isn't finished. In fact, the scariest part? It's just getting started. If you want more warriors like Inoue, if you live for stories built on pain, sweat, and greatness, subscribe to Iron Arena. We don't just show you fighters. We show you the fight behind the name. Hit that bell. Join the arena. And never blink. Because legends don't wait.